I realized that they were weaponizing progress. I'm telling all of you it's the answer to save yourself from everything that controls you, from everything that makes you do or not do, that everything that stops you and lets you remember who you are, what you're capable of. You don't give up your worth to other people. You realize that the first attempt isn't a mistake. You realize you just start identifying things. You can see the full vision. So that means that you also don't need to rush to the answer because you're not worried about getting to the answer. I'm like, well, I don't need to use the best things right away because I know that I could if I wanted to. Do you guys get it? If you know what the best things are because now you see the vision, that means if at any point I want to win, I could do so. This is a very difficult concept for people to understand because they don't operate that way. Most of you are just trying to survive day by day because you haven't embraced the progress approach yet. And then when you have, what they do is they bait you immediately, they weaponize it, so then all the benefits of progression vanish. That's what I came to realize in this last week when I was creating Optimal to get more people to consume my stuff. I realized, wait a minute, all the benefits of progression vanish if you start doing what I was doing. And I'm like, wait, this is what pretty much everyone is doing. Do you guys see? This is how I get to my answers. I explore. I'm doing, even if I'm telling you that I was making what I now consider mistakes, they really weren't bad. They were considered the optimal play. If anything, they were getting more I was getting more eyeballs on my stuff so more people could heal. And I'm telling you guys, it was a mistake. And I'm telling you, I realized, wait a minute, this is how they're getting everyone to get zero benefit from progression. Because I couldn't understand it. I'm like, there's no way that 99% of the world doesn't understand progression. I'm like, that's just impossible. I know that most people aren't like that is just always pushing things, stress testing and trying to figure out new. I know that. But I'm like, how is it possible that most people just can't figure out that progression is the answer? Like, why don't they? Like, why do they get stuck? What is it that makes them get stuck? I just couldn't piece it together. But now it finally makes sense. I'm saying that something in this world caught on that if you just embrace progress, small little things constantly, and you're just, that's your focus rather than the end. Like, hey, I want to get, like, for example, let's just use a personal one that's a positive for me. Like, I want to get the girl and the kid and the pet again. So if I'm only focused on that, do you guys understand that? That means the entire journey to get that again is all irrelevant, is all frustrating if I'm not there yet. Every day that I don't have the girl by my side right now, she came right behind me and she's like, hey, how's your stream going? And she's like, I'm gonna take the dog on a walk. I'm like, let's go another walk after you're done. I'm like, yes, please. Do you understand? Like, that sounds like I'm excited now, just thinking about that. And then she's like, hey, our little one is taking a nap right now. So good luck on your stream. I'm like, thank you. I don't know, right? You guys see, like, just something like that is amazing. The thought of it, that's the goal, right? So if every day I'm not getting closer to that, you guys see how that could frustrate me. So what if I started creating little progress metrics from here to there? I'm like, well, today I talked to a girl. Today, I got to see a kid play with a dad. Today, I saw a dog outside. Today, I made a cockroach my pet. Do you guys see, like, what is wrong with any of those things? Nothing, but for most of you, you guys wouldn't consider any of that a progress metric. That could be a journey on the way there. Do you guys see, like, those little progress metrics are like, hey, well, today that little event happened and it got me a little closer to that in any way. Do you guys understand? Even if it's 0.0001%, if it gets you still a little closer to that, it's progress. And it protects us. It protects us. it's the answer. Do you guys get it? Because then you're not focused on that anymore. Because the first thing that happens in our life, by the way, just so you guys understand, from day one, they install the owl as, like what I said, like the girl, kid, and pet, as that's what we need to get. And it is what we need to get. But if our entire focus is on that, that means that not only do we miss the entire journey, we don't see anything that's happening as progress. So that means that every day that they prevent it or stop it or delay it, you guys understand that we get consumed, we get dark, we get frustrated, we get angry, we think that there's something wrong with us, or we start blaming other people, or we say that something else is stopping us. And by the way, I'm not saying that that's not part of it. Most of us are getting stopped by things. That's intentional. They create more challenges for us. But you guys see, now your focus is on what's stopping you. Now your focus is on you're not making progress. And I'm like, are you actually not making progress? You see, all of a sudden I started saying those little events are progress, that now everything changes. Those are key chapters in our story of getting there. Do you guys see? I'm like, I know I've made a lot of progress actually, and this is cool. I'm going to re-listen to this one. I'm going to be excited myself. I made a lot of progress. I've made a lot of progress into that journey. I could have already got one if I really just gave up everything else and just focused on it and made sacrifices to get that, but there's going to be other problems that would have happened if I did that. You understand? I'm actually doing the climb, I'm doing the journey. But enough about that. Why did I tell you guys that? Because I'm saying that's step one. We focus on progress. When we focus on progress, we're protected from everything. We don't care about that external anymore. We don't care about, like, our focus isn't exclusively on the end. So that means we can just operate, we can just do. I'm telling you guys, most of the people you guys know around you are all focused on the end. If you work at a company right now, all of them are just focused on the end. All of them. That's all it is. And they think that because they got baited by other like influencers and other stories and other books, that that's the way. And I'm telling you, it's not. So then there's a few people that break free, that realize, wait a minute, no, it's actually about the small little progress every single day, like those things. But they try to measure it, right? But I'm saying it's not about even that. Because once you start doing the small little things, you realize what matters. Because you're always now focused on climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. What did I learn? What did I learn? What did I learn? I thought that was enough, because now our focus has changed. Now what we believe in is different. Now how we operate is different. But it's not. Because what I'm trying to discuss today and what I'm trying to answer to all of you is I came to the realization that they have figured it out. They realized that if people make everything about progress, that they are protected. Because let's be real, guys. If there's something that's actually trying to make our journey more challenging, wouldn't they try to learn what are the things that are actually the answer, and then create complications there, or try to make those a little, in video game terminology, I call it buffs or nerfs. Think of it just, guys, like, hey, today the iPhone got an update that's better. Tomorrow the Microsoft phone got an update that makes it better. It's just something like that, okay, guys? That's buffs and nerfs. You can direct where strength and power is and change it accordingly. And that can deviate people's paths. Do you guys get it? If every year you alternate which phone is better, then people will change. And just like that. And that's how you can write storylines, just by choosing, hey, today we're going to make this better. Tomorrow we're going to make this better. Tomorrow we're going to put blockades in this. And tomorrow we're going to put blockades in this. And just naturally, we will all walk around away from the blockades, around from it, and go towards the thing and gravitate towards what's stronger. That's just natural. You guys understand? There's nothing wrong with that. In many ways, that is always the correct play. Do you guys see? If it's done intentionally and we don't realize, I'm trying to get you guys all to come to the realization that they've caught on. That once you understand that it's about progress, because you have, regardless if they've caught on, I want people to understand, step one is you must always learn that it's not about the end, It's about small progress. Every single thing is progress. Everything. There's just no more mistakes. Once you get to that, once you've accomplished that key battle in your story, you're healed, you're free. That's step one. Because at that point, you guys understand there's nothing that they can do anymore to make you think that your mistakes are what determine your worth, that you're like worthless, that you're a failure, that you see, like they can't reinstall bad things in you because now you realize that it was just progress. That's step one. But then what I'm telling you guys is that I realized if anyone who has come to that realization, they get then enslaved because they weaponize progress. And that's what we're going to talk about today. That we get baited to try to get others to consume our stuff. So that we just don't walk forward anymore. I'm telling you guys, this is the answer. I challenge each and every one of you right now to do I'm gonna have 30 seconds of silence while I take another bite of my bread, but I want you guys all to think about it. I'm like, have I been trying to get people to consume anything I do? Just to throw out some darts for all of you to get you thinking. Have you been trying to get your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad to believe something that you know made you feel so much better or healed you? Have you been trying to get a coworker to change one process in their workflow so that everything flows better and problems get avoided? Have you been trying to get your boss to realize that this is where all the problems are happening, and if we just change this one area, the customers will be so much happier? Have you been trying to get your content to be seen, your art, your videos, your posts, your writing? Some of you still do it because you care about, well, it's because I'm trying to make money, because I'm trying to get a promotion, because I'm trying to, I don't know, let's say you're an Instagram model, I'm trying to get an agency to sign me up for something or whatever, right? What if you defeated that? And you're just doing it for something else, right? So maybe a higher purpose. But are you creating content and releasing things to try to get more people to see it? And people are like, well, isn't that the whole purpose of doing so? I'm like, is it? If you said that, then doesn't that tell me that they changed your focus to now be regarding a progress metric rather than the end? Why did you actually start? Why are you actually doing it? What was the main reason for you to build that plane? It was to fly to the destination, right? So why are you now focused on the fuel? Is trying to get other people to consume our stuff the bait they use to weaponize progress? Let's break it down. Good morning. That was the intro. It had all the answers